So you want to know if you can eat Silmaril, right? Well, this dude did. And it didn't end well for him or the other ones around him. This is Karkaroff. Was bred from the foul breed of Draugluin, the first werewolf created by Morgoth to combat Huan, greyhound of Valinor, a great dog, said to only be able to be unalived by the greatest werewolf who ever lived, Karkaroff. He eventually did mortally wound Juan and Berens, the dude who's holding the Silmaril right there. He was put in front of the gates of Angband to guard it. He was then tricked by Luthien and Berens to let them inside to see Morgoth. How they got the Silmaril is another tale for another time, but on their way out, Karkaroff found out and tried to stop them. During a fight and a struggle, Berens showed Karkaroff the Silmaril to try and blind him, to try and flash him, to blind him in its awe of the Silmaril. But Karkaroff, his bit down onto his hand and took it right off, clamped down like a trap, as it was said in the book. So that's how you get one in your mouth. After this, he sort of goes mad, and I can't really remember what happens after that. I'm not sure how they separate and how it goes different, but they escape, and then the Silmaril actually drives Karkaroff mad, starting to burn away his insides. He runs around the countryside and finds himself back in Doriath, where Luthien and Berens were, where Luthien's from, and they want to talk to him, take Luthien basically back to Doriath to find out what's happened back there. That's just a tale for another time. When they're discussing it with the king, Berens is like, I can't be here. I have to go get the Silmaril, I made you a promise. And the king's like, but Karkaroff is actually here. So a hunt's made to slay him and to get the Silmaril that's within his chest. He had become a great terror to the orcs and elves alike because he was just gone mad, slaying everything that he could find. He was known to have an insatiable thirst because he was constantly drinking from the stream. Given the name Anfalglio, the jaws of great thirst. 4 souls and one set off to find him. After a while of hunting, they came across him. He burst out into them, where the king and the others all fought bravely, but one was mortally wounded, Berens was mortally wounded, and another. Don't forget to follow and make content like this every day. With that, it was ended. Karkaroff was no more. It ends in tragedy, sort of, this story of Berens and Luthien, but we'll talk about that another time. Toodles.